Hello and welcome to another edition of Interview with DJ Nocturna. If you're listening on my YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you very much. My guest I'm speaking to is Goth musician hailing all the way from Costa Rica. I have Ariel Maniki, and of course his band is the Black Halos. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. Happy to be here.
Yeah, so you know, like I mentioned, you're my first guest from Costa Rica. I'm so glad. I mean, I've interviewed so many people, but Costa Rica, that's amazing.
Yeah. As I said, I'm not surprised. Not that there is not other dark musicians or gothic musicians around, but it's there's not a lot. That's a fact.
And you live there right now, right? That's where you're from. You were born and raised.
Yeah, born and raised, and probably for the rest of my life I'll be here.
Oh, and you're based in San Jose?
San Jose, yeah, correct.
Oh,
In
nice.
a neighborhood at the south of San Jose. It's like
wow.
Everything is it's a small country, so everything is really close together. But yeah, I'm very, very near, like 5 minutes from San Jose downtown.
Wow. So you were born and raised there, and then so you started music, playing the guitar and singing as well. You're the lead vocalist for the band, the Black Halos, and you're the songwriter as well.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you start out in music?
Oh boy. So that's a thing in my family, actually.
Oh.
My dad, my grandpa, and actually in both sides of my family there are a lot of musicians. So there's always been this culture around. There's always been guitars in the house and stuff like that since I was a kid. Family gatherings was people playing guitar and singing and all of that. So I guess it's something I grew up with. And I believe it was when I was around 13 that I get to know some music that I really liked it, and decided to start playing guitar. That was the first thing. Yeah, oddly, I had a hard time finding someone who will teach me how to play, and I had to figure it out for myself. At the beginning, a few years later, I took classes and all of that. But yeah, it was like I think the idea in my family is like, okay, we're all musicians. You have to figure it out. You have it. You don't need lessons, so deal with it. Something like that. But yeah, it's been around. I mean, music and instruments and everything has been around since forever.
So you were well supported then by your family in your musical career.
Yeah, absolutely. I can say my father, for example, he takes great pride in everything I do. Yeah, he brags. For a lot more than I will ever dare to.
That's great. Oh, that's great. A lot of musicians, some of them don't even get the support.
Yeah. No, I've been lucky on that. Yeah.
But your family, are they not goth? They're not goth. That genre of goth, right? It's not.
No, but I will say, since there's that many musicians, and I will say there's people that is really open to anything.
Oh yeah.
That they can enjoy, most genres, and I believe they sort of they can understand and they can appreciate what I do in a way. No, it's not their thing, but they kind of find it cool.
So how did you get into the genre of music? Yeah. The goth genre. In Costa Rica. Well, is there a big scene there?
There was at some point, well, not big. Let's say big, relatively. I believe somewhere towards the end of the 90s and beginning of the 2000s. There was a lot of people that will attend gigs and clubs, parties, things like that. With the time, it sort of went away a little bit. I started because first of all, I started listening to some pop rock bands. Probably there was a couple of Mexican bands that I liked a lot.
Yeah.
And they were not gothic per se, but they had like some dark tendencies and hints, very really inspired by I guess post-punk and things like that. There's this famous Mexican band called Caifanes that is probably one of my early first loves. And so there was a lot of aesthetic around those bands that was kind of near the gothic aesthetic. And at some point, just people I knew, that there's another interesting thing that in my neighborhood, there's a few people who had a gothic rock band even before I heard anything about it. So I knew these few guys. They started showing me bands, and I kind of connected with other music that I liked before. And just started attending parties, gigs. I don't know, when I was around 16, 17 years, something like that. 17 years old. And I just connected with it, really.
And I know you had other bands before you started your own, right?
Yeah, I've been like official part of a lot of bands. So actually, I had my first band. It was something I started, I don't know, maybe like 20 years ago, but we were really, really bad. We really sucked. I didn't have an electric guitar or anything at that moment, so I was playing like keyboards, and I'm not a keyboard player at all, but I was trying to.
Yeah.
But then I met this guy who wanted to do like a more formal thing. And so the first like serious band I was in is a band called Draconian Incubus. And I was just playing the guitar there, and I was in that band like for 7 years, something like that. Then after that, I did another band, which was more like a death rock thing, for a few years as well. And then I ended up with Ariel Maniki and the Black Hallows. We started, I think, like 6 years ago, something like that.
Yeah. So your band right now is the Black Halos, and it's a trio, right? Trio. There's three of you. And I love their names, Janice Black and Eva Red.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so two goth colors, so beautiful. Yeah, how did you meet them each? I know they all came in separately in different times.
Yeah. So Janice, she's my wife actually. So I met her. The thing is that she joined the band. We didn't plan her to be in the band at the beginning. I started the band, I think it was somewhere around 2014, 15, something like that. And at that point, it was a 4-piece band. It was me and another bunch of guys, some friends that I knew from previous band, that they decided to start helping me with the thing. But then with the time, there some changes came. And so Janice, my wife, she decided to join somewhere like a year after that, or 2 years after we have started with it. Then the other lady, Eva, she's a friend. I don't know exactly how I met her. She was a friend. I know her from a couple of bands she was in as well. And I needed somebody to fill in for playing the bass, because the other guy we had, he had another things going on. He needed to move on, and she just decided to join, and here we are. So we have met from way long before the Black Hallows was a thing. Yeah.
Wow. So I know your debut album was called The Descending.
Yeah.
And that was it's in a different label from the current one now. It was Ankh Records. Is that right?
That's kind of my own thing.
Oh, okay.
It was more like an independent release, that I released under that name.
And then Labyrinth, that's your second one. Yeah.
Correct.
And then I know that Ritual came out. That's with the Brazilian label.
right?
Yeah, with Deepland. Yeah, correct.
Deepland Records. So how did you get acquainted with the record label?
It was interesting. It was a friend of mine who is a guy from another band called Last Dusk. He's a band from Costa Rica as well. He was working with Deepland before I did, and he introduced me to the owner of the label. His name called this guy called Marcelo from Sao Paulo. So he introduced me to him because he had heard our previous albums and he was interested in re-release those, because the thing with the first few albums that we did a few physical copies, CDs, and they sold out, and we never did anything else with those. We didn't print more copies or anything like that. So they reached me in order to re-release the first two albums, and I presented the idea of doing a new thing instead of that. It was kind of a rush because they have like a date in which they wanted to do something. I think it was like 4 months, something like that. And I told them, so if I give you something new, can we release something new instead of going to the old albums? And they agreed. And since that we have had a really nice relationship. And they're happy with us, we're happy with them. That's it.
Wow. So that's Ritual. And then then the next few albums, I know you have Jade and you had Live Under Will. And then the latest one, which is Blacklight. The Blacklight. That's the current one right now, right?
Correct. That's the one we released last year.
Okay, that's the one. And now that's 15 tracks in the Blacklight album, right?
I'll take your word for that. I don't remember. I think that sounds accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, and I know you have a track there that was remixed, Strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know you have some various oh shoot, sorry about that, it went off. There you go. I know you have some remixes there from BatBoy Slim. How did you collaborate with him to do the remix?
I believe I contact him, or no, I remember now. I think through social media somewhere I just did a post saying we're about to release this single, because Strangers is a song we released beforehand, before coming with the full album. And we said we're looking forward to release the single, and it will be cool if anybody would like to do a remix of it. So I had BatBoy Slim as among the many people you have in your social media, and he responded to it. He said, "Hey, I'm totally willing to do that." And that's it, just like that. I think it was a thing, like we talk about it one day, 4 days after that it was already mixed and done. Yeah, it was great. It was really nice.
And then there's another remix there by somebody else, right?
Yeah, by a band called Antiflvx. It's a DarkWave band from Colombia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these guys, I know them because we played together a festival in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Oh, okay.
And we became friends since then. I think that was in 2018, something like that. And so we remained friends. We talk a lot very often, and he was another one who responded to that post, which I took down the post because I only wanted 2 or 3 remixes, and I felt it was going to bring more people. So with those 2, I was happy.
Oh, okay.
I removed the post and worked with them.
So how do you think the goth genre is received in Costa Rica? Just in general, the dark lyrics, and is it pretty much accepted?
I don't know. I think in general, I mean, if you mean like for the
the regular
public in general, not specific Gothic people, because of course Gothic people like it, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of misconceptions around the people that doesn't that are not very informed
Open.
about that. They
Yeah.
see us and they think we are like metalheads.
Oh yeah. All
Or,
the
I
time.
don't know. It's kind of weird or emo
Oh
type
yeah.
of thing. They believe that's what it's about. There's a lot of misconceptions. I don't think people understand it very well. I don't think they understand what the whole gothic scene or movement is about. But I don't feel that is. I personally never have feel like a rejection, like something that annoys me in any way.
Mm.
I just feel, as I said, they don't understand it, but people in general don't mess a lot with.
It's
uh,
just like anywhere else. So
yeah,
yeah, just
probably,
like just
yeah,
probably how it's accepted. Like they're just I don't know lame
like
people.
indifferent to it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like whatever. You look
Yeah.
funny. That's it.
Yeah. You're weird looking. That's okay. Yeah. So so you wrote the stranger.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yes. Okay. Now I think this is I was reading your interview um about you mentioning that is the happiest video you've ever done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, what do you mean by that?
Well, that's kind of an inside joke. It's because we
Oh,
always the gothic aesthetics and video, that they're always the dark churches and black backgrounds, and we said like, okay, we're from Costa Rica, let's do a video on the beach, and
oh, the beach.
and
The
not
beach
any
is
beach, it's a
beautiful
Costa
there. Yeah,
Rican beach.
yeah. Aren't the
Yeah, we
beach
have.
beautiful there? Really
It's
beautiful.
beautiful.
I saw some of your photos.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Costa Rica is famous for that. We have the well, not that I've been in all the beaches in the world, but I believe we have some of the most beautiful beaches here. Um, so yeah, at least I haven't seen like and any like a lot of gothic bands that will do like videos dancing on the sand and the beach and that kind of stuff. So it was
Oh,
just
that's
something we
why.
were making fun about a
Oh,
lot,
okay, I get
and
it now.
yeah.
Yeah.
And of course we hadn't before we have done another few videos, but yeah, we were always aiming to that really gloomy and dark atmosphere.
Uh-huh.
And this time we just said, just let's go to the beach to have fun. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
absolutely the happiest video ever. Yeah.
Yeah, so I know there's a video out on that one, and then you have another video as well, right? But you just released? You released a while ago, I think.
Yeah, the video for Emptiness.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one too.
Yeah, that one we did it in San Jose in an old building. It's like a historic building. And was kind of an interesting experience because we had to go through this whole process of reaching out to government personnel and
Oh,
get
yeah, you got
permission to get in
permission.
there. But they treated us really pretty well, and yeah, we should in this. It's like a single space, like really symmetric, and
Mm-hmm.
we just try to tell a story in there. Yeah.
And then you have an EP called The Waning Moon. Is that an EP?
No, the Waning is a different project from Ariel Maniki and the Black House. This is a new. Well,
Oh,
it's an EP, yeah, but it's a different project that I'm doing with other
oh,
people.
okay. Oh, okay. Tell us about that.
Yeah, yeah. So this is different from Ariel Maniki and the Black Hollows in the sense that Ariel Maniki and the Black Hollows is I will say it's a more modern take on gothic rock.
Mhm.
We play a lot with synthesizers and sequences, and
Oh, okay.
we experiment with a lot of different sounds for everything. So the Waning Moon is a different thing in which we are just sticking to the classic 90s gothic rock sound. And for the Waning Moon, I don't write, I don't compose the music, at least not a big part of it. Some arrangements maybe. I team up here with this guy named Zach Campbell
Mm-hmm.
from a band that is called the Kentucky Vampires. He is based on the
Oh.
US, I believe, in Daytona Beach,
Mm-hmm.
and we
Oh,
are working remotely. So it's him and me. So he's doing the music. He sends me over
oh.
tracks, and I work on lyrics, and that's the way we're been working around. We started like a year ago,
So
and
just two of you guys.
yeah,
Just
just the two
oh,
of us
okay.
so
Oh.
far. And we released our first EP that is self-titled. the Waning Moon, just I believe 2 months ago, something like that. And it's
Oh,
been very,
yeah.
very well
Okay.
received. I believe that, classic and pure Gothic rock is always better received
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
than when you're trying to experiment. So it's been very, very well accepted in
Wow.
the scene so far.
Yeah, I love your cover of Siamese Twins.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the Black Halos. Yeah, the
yeah,
cute cover. Beautiful cover. Yeah.
yeah. We did that one for a festival, a streaming festival that was put together by some. It was an Argentinian label, and they were doing a celebration for Robert Smith's birthday, and they did the
Oh,
whole the whole pornography album, and each band will do a song. And we were lucky enough that that song was available because it's a song we love. Yeah.
I know that's my favorite album by the Cure, the
Oh
pornography.
yeah, it's
That's
great.
like the best. Yeah, wow. So so right now, are you guys gonna be anything coming up in with regard to touring and all that?
Um,
Any project?
we yeah. So the we haven't even been rehearsing for I don't know, since we released the album. We really have been active. But we are committed to play in a festival here in Costa Rica in October.
Oh, okay.
So I believe after that, so of course we're gonna get together to start rehearsing and preparing for that, like probably next month. And after we fulfill that commitment, we will start planning next tours, next releases, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Of course, we want to go out and play as much as we can, but we really don't have plans as of now. We need to figure it out.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. I'm really excited for that. I know I know you've toured in previously, for the other albums when it came out.
Correct.
Yeah. So I know that you guys are gonna be doing that again. Yeah, I mean I hope to see you guys live one of these days if you ever go to the US.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
or
it's, it's a
I love
little bit difficult for us to hit, to play in the US is kind of tricky for us.
oh
We
yeah.
definitely want to, but there is kind of a nightmare with visas and all of that.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
if we wanted to make it right and come with permission to play and all of
Yeah.
that is kind of difficult. So we can definitely come as tourists, but we need to figure that part
Oh yeah, yeah.
before we can plan for the US. That's what we have been to Europe, South America, but the US is
Oh,
it's
oh
a
yeah,
bit more
different, yeah.
complex. Yeah.
Is there a place you want is there a place you want to play if you could
In the US.
in the world?
Oh, in the world, well, everywhere. No, there's one gig that I've always dreamed to be playing at is the Castle Party. I don't know, just something that
Which party?
Castle Party.
Oh.
I don't remember where it is. I think it's in somewhere in Eastern Europe. I don't remember exactly right now. I'm a bit ashamed
Oh
of that.
yeah.
But this is a festival that I know of since I started. The thing, just the existence of that festival that is in an actual castle was one of the things that I like the most about the whole Gothic thing. When I learn about that, when I learn about that festival existing, years ago, I said, like, that is amazing. I have to be there someday. And I don't know. I haven't like take the goal more seriously. I have to do so, but that's probably one of my dream gigs. But anywhere, I don't know. I just like to be around. I like to get to know new places and try food. That's the main driver, probably. Trying new food.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, what's the food in Costa Rica? What is it like over there? What's your what is the main food? What's the most, I guess, your favorite food?
Wow, there's a lot.
Uh,
So we do a lot of stuff with just rice and beans, prepared in different ways
mm,
with with different sort of flavors and stuff. And I believe that's probably my favorite thing. Yeah.
uh, Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people have been to Costa Rica as a tourist. I know people can go there, right?
Oh
And
yeah,
oh yeah, it's open and yeah. So yeah, yeah. I'm so glad that I was able to chat with you a little bit about my first guest from Costa Rica. Thank you so much.
yeah. You're welcome to come anytime. So
Yeah.
tourism is
Yeah,
a
you're
big thing
welcome to.
here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
It's great. Yeah, you're welcome to come to Hawaii too whenever you want to.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's another thing I want to do.
Yeah, we got beaches too. I mean, yeah, it's nice to see different types of culture, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you know, yeah, we're looking. So if anybody wanted to reach out to you, big shout out, of course, to UTM Music Group. And if you, you know,
Absolutely.
they could also look at utm.musicgroup.com. And also if you have a Bandcamp page, right?
We have a Bandcamp page. Yeah, is Ariel Maniki .bandcamp.com. Yeah,
And I'll put a link on the bottom of the interview. And then also you
awesome.
have a Facebook page, and I know you're on Instagram.
Yeah, so the Instagram is not as active as it should,
Uh,
but that's another way people can look for us and reach out.
so the best one is Bandcamp, right? If they want to check out your album and
Yeah, definitely. And if they want to like kind of get in contact, I believe UTM is the best way to. So
all right. Well, I'm yeah. Thank you so much for this opportunity to just chat with you a little bit. I'm looking forward to playing your music and waiting for the next release when you have that out.
yeah, thank you. Hopefully, early next year we'll be releasing something. And yeah, of course, we'll let you know and let everybody know about that. And no, I'm happy to have this chance to chat with you. Had a lot of fun.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
yeah, it was cool. Thank you.
Ariel Maniki and the Black Halos. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment if you're watching on YouTube. All right. Thank you for. I'm gonna just turn this off. Thank you again for joining me. So wait one moment. Thank you.
Bye.